like.
Josue capítulo 1, verso 1 en adelante. Usted domina eso. Yo no ni debería
Joshua
ni de
chapter
leerlo.
1, verse 1 on forward. You have dominion of that. I should have
No
not even
debería ni de
have to
leerlo.
read that.
Pero tengo que leerlo.
But I have to read it.
Dice así.
And it reads.
Y yo quiero que vayamos leyendo entre los dos.
And I want both of us to simultaneously read it. I'll signal out to you to do it.
¿Lo tiene, iglesia?
Do you have it, church?
Sucedió después de la muerte de Moisés.
It happened after the death of Moses.
¿Qué dice?
What does it say?
Mira a alguien y dile.
Look at someone and say,
Lo tuyo llega
what is yours is going to come
después de.
after.
Es que para que comencemos, vamos a hacer algo. Let's change.
We're going to change the mics.
Gloria a Dios.
Glory to God.
Sucedió
It happened
después de la muerte de Moisés.
after the death of Moses.
¿Siervo de quién?
The servant of who?
Léale la Biblia ahí.
Read it. Read it there in the
Imagínate que está en
Bible.
Facebook. Imagínate que
Imagine
está en
that you're in
Facebook.
Facebook.
Tenga la Biblia ahí.
You know, with the Bible there.
Que el Señor le habló a Josué.
That the Lord spoke to Joshua.
Observa algo bien importante en un ministerio donde se mueve Dios.
Observe something very important in a ministry where God moves.
Dios nunca te va a hablar algo
God is never going to speak something to you
si no pasa por el filtro
if it doesn't go through the filter
del hombre de Dios.
of the man of God.
La gente que se autollama,
The people that self-call themselves,
la gente que se autorrevela,
those that are self-revealed,
se revela de la palabra de ellos mismos.
they reveal themselves with their own words.
La gente que se posiciona
The people that position themselves
sin el filtro
without the filter,
tienen rasgos.
they have traces.
No son,
They're not,
tienen
but
rasgos
they have traces
de rebeldes.
of being rebellious.
Mi siervo Moisés ha muerto, ahora pues levántate, cruza este Jordán, tú y todo este pueblo, a la tierra que yo les doy a los hijos de Israel.
My Moses servant is dead. Now then, you and all these people get ready to cross the Jordan River into the land that I'm about to give to them, to the Israelites.
La nueva versión dice, todo lugar que pise la planta de vuestros pies os he dado, tal como dice Moisés, ¿verdad? Que él nos va a dar el terreno.
The new version says that I will give you every place where you set foot on, as I promised Moses.
Así no es que se lee.
That's not how it reads.
Y todo lo que yo provocase que tus pies pisaren,
It says, and everything that I provoke for your feet to step on,
yo te lo voy a entregar.
I will give to you.
El problema es que la gente quiere pisar sin que Dios los mande.
The problem is that the people want to step foot on things without God telling them to.
El problema es que la gente quiere abrir obras sin que Dios los
The
mande.
problem is that the people want to open up ministries without God telling
El
them
problema
to.
es que la gente quiere ser sin que Dios los llame.
The problem is that the people want to be without God calling them.
Mira a alguien y dile, no es todo lo que pisare. Si pisare yo fuese ya dueño de todo esto aquí.
Look, it's not everything that you step foot on, because if not, I would be the owner of all of this here already.
Desde el desierto y este Líbano hasta el gran río Éufrates, toda la tierra de los Eteos hasta el mar grande, que está hacia la puesta del sol, será vuestro territorio.
The desert to the Lebanon, and from the great river, the Euphrates, all of the Hittite country, to the Mediterranean Sea in the west.
¿Sabe? Me interesa algo.
You know, I'm interested in
¿Para qué
something.
quiero ir bien lejos
What do I want to go very
si los
far
que tengo
for
cerca no creen en mí?
if those that I have close do not believe in me?
Entonces usted observe lo que
I
Dios
don't
le va a
know. I
hablar en
want you
esta
to
hora.
observe what God is going to speak to you in this hour.
Ahora es que viene lo bueno.
Now the good part comes.
¿Cuántos saben que son alguien?
How many of you know that you are someone?
Lo primero que para tú saber que eres alguien no puedes tener autoestima baja.
The first thing is for you to know that you are someone. You can't have a low
No puedes
self-esteem.
estar pensando tanto.
You cannot be thinking so much.
No puedes estar pensando tantas cosas.
You cannot be thinking so many things.
Dice así la palabra.
And the word says,
Nadie te podrá hacer frente.
No one will be able to stand against you.
Escuche esto.
Listen to this.
Si yo te voy a traducir acá entonces
If I'm going to translate then over here
sobre los ríos,
about the
sobre los
rivers
lugares,
and about the places,
yo te diría entonces a nosotros,
I would say then to us,
que estaríamos por ser bendecidos y querer hacer lo que Dios nos manda hacer,
that we would be about to be blessed and wanting to do what
con lo
God
que
is
es
telling us to
conocido
do.
aquí como el tri-state.
With what I've known here of what it is, the tri-state.
Delaware,
Delaware,
Maryland,
Maryland,
Pensilvania,
Pennsylvania,
New Jersey,
New Jersey,
porque estamos acá en New Jersey.
because we're here
Pero
in New
cuando
Jersey.
tú vas a lo que ellos reconocen como el trío de estado,
When you go and you see what they recognize as the tri-state,
Dios te ubica,
God positions you,
pero eres tú el que no quieres hacerlo.
but you're the one that doesn't want to do it.
Nadie podrá hacerte frente en todos los días de tu vida. Así como estuve con Moisés, estaré contigo. No te dejaré ni te abandonaré.
No one will be able to stand against you all the days of your life. As I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will never leave you nor forsake you.
Sé un lembo débil, sé
Be weak.
chicle.
Be like gum.
Dice ahí.
Does it say that there?
Cuando tengas problemas, enciérrate,
And when you
llora.
have problems, just enclose yourself and cry.
Hay promesas que no se cumplen porque tú no estás obedeciendo.
There's promises that are not fulfilled because you're not obeying.
Lo peor del mundo es tú creer que estás haciendo las cosas bien y tú sabes que no lo estás.
The worst thing in the world is for you to believe that you're doing things right and you know that you are not.
Sé fuerte.
Be
¿Y qué
strong.
dice?
And what does it say?
Mira el que está a tu lado. Entonces el pastor lo de que dice changuería no se lo inventó él, se lo inventó
Look
Dios.
at the one that's next to you and say that the pastor says about being childish, he didn't invent it, the Bible says it.
Porque tú darás
Because you
a este pueblo posesión de la tierra que juré a sus padres que les daría.
will lead these people into inherit the land that I swore to their ancestors
Voy
that I
a,
would give
voy
them.
a ofender un poco
I'm going to offend a little bit
en
here,
el espíritu.
in the spirit.
Hay hijos que no han alcanzado cosas
There are
grandes
sons that have not reached big things
porque sus padres son unos gulemos.
because their parents are weak people. Pastor,
Usted discúlpeme.
you're going to excuse me.
Si no estabas listo para ser padre, ¿para qué hiciste muchachos?
Well, if you were not ready to have a child, why did you make a child?
Hay jovencitos que están locos, que están como las arañas, que están como Spider-Man.
There's young ones that are like the spiders, like Spider-Man.
Tienen que esa batalla.
They have that battle.
Eso no es una batalla.
That's not a battle.
Me puse a estudiar
I started studying
bajo el tema la salud del ser humano en cambios de hormonas.
under the topic, the health of a human being in the hormonal change.
La salud
The health.
no tiene que ver nada con la Biblia,
It doesn't have to do anything with the Bible,
pero sí con los cambios
but it does have to do with the
que tiene el
changes
ser humano.
that the human being has.
Y el ser humano tiene que comprender
And
algo.
the human being is, we have to
Tú
understand
tienes
something.
control de todo.
You have control over everything.
todo.
Of everything.
Dilo, de todo.
Say it, of everything.
Lo que pasa es que
What
cuando
happens is
llegan ciertas tentaciones,
that
tú
when
quieres ceder a ellas.
certain temptations come, you want to give in to them.
Eso es todo.
That's all.
Sé fuerte y valiente. Sé que
Be strong and courageous.
solamente sé fuerte, muy valiente. Cuídate de cumplir la palabra, la ley de Moisés, mi siervo. Te mando, no te desvíes de ella, ni a la derecha, ni a la izquierda, para que tengas éxito donde quiera que vayas.
Be strong and very courageous. Be careful to obey all of the law my servant Moses gave you. Do not turn from it to the right or to the left, that you may be successful in whatever you go and you do.
¿Sabes que yo me atrevo a decir que Satanás temblaría si yo le entro al infierno?
Do you know that I would dare to say that Satan would shake and tremble if
En
I
este
entered
momento,
hell?
no que
In
pierda
this
mi
very
salvación.
moment. Not that I'm going to lose my salvation.
Que yo entre ahora.
For me to enter now,
Porque puede ser
because it could be
que me le gane par de almas allí.
that I will win over a few souls there.
Ay, pastor, mire,
Oh, pastor.
le voy a decir a usted
Look,
el
I'm gonna
chango
tell you.
lleno de religión.
Those that are childish and full of religion.
Si usted le teme a Satanás,
If you fear Satan,
usted no conoce a Dios.
you don't know God.
No ignoramos su poder,
We do not ignore his power.
no ignoramos sus demonios,
We don't ignore his demons.
porque esa es la falta de conocimiento.
Because that's the lack of knowledge.
¿Sí o no?
Yes or no?
¿Sabe? Si a mí ahora me suben a un cuadrilátero
You know, if they put me into a ring right now
y me dicen para que boxee,
and they tell me to box,
¿quién está ahora en el momento? Si
Who's
para,
now in the
hay un
moment
montón de
in
bulembo.
boxing? although there's
Vamos
a
para
bunch
mi
of weak ones.
tiempo.
But let's go back to my time.
Y fuese en ese tiempo
And if it wasn't that time,
y veo que va a subir Julio César Chávez.
and I see that Julio Cesar Chavez is coming up into the boxing ring,
No, yo puedo tener el corazón que yo quiera tener,
I can have whatever heart I can have.
pero yo sé que voy a decir, no, este me va a
But
matar.
I know that I'm going to say, no, he's going to kill me.
Este hombre ya tiene 90-0.
Because this man already has 90-0.
Yo tengo que reconocer.
So I have to recognize.
No, me va a
No,
destrozar.
he's going to destroy me.
¿Sí o no?
Yes or no?
Porque mi conocimiento
Because my knowledge,
dice
it says
que él sabe más que yo de
that he
boxeo.
knows more of
Está
boxing
en
than I do.
condiciones mejor
He
que la
is in
mía.
a better condition than
Ya
I
él
am.
sabe aguantar
He
golpes.
already knows how to
Él
endure the
sabe
hits.
qué va a hacer.
He knows what he has
Y
to
yo
do.
no.
And I don't.
Él se subiría sin ningún miedo.
He would go up to the ring without any fear.
¿Sí o no?
Yes or no?
¿Por qué?
Why?
Pero tenga bendito,
But come
diga.
on, say
Tanto que
it.
le gusta pillarme allá atrás para hablar y
You
cuando
like
le quiero
to
que
pass
hable
me at the
conmigo
back
aquí
so
no
much
habla.
to talk to me, but now that I want you to talk here, you don't talk.
Aquí le estoy regalando minutos y
Here,
no los
I'm
usa.
giving you away my minutes, but you don't use them.
Él está dominando su
He
territorio.
is having dominion of his territory.
Cuando un hombre de Dios sabe lo que carga,
When a man of God knows what he carries,
súbeme al ring con el diablo
you
a
can
ver si es
put me in the
verdad.
ring with the devil to see if it's true.
Yo no estoy desafiando.
And I am not challenging.
Échamelo, Dios, échamelo.
Yeah,
No,
God,
no,
send them my way, send them my way. No,
no,
not that.
no es eso.
It's not that.
Pero yo no puedo andar con miedo.
But I cannot walk with fear.
El diablo,
The devil.
el diablo me
The
está
devil.
la
He's
mente,
there. The
me
mind.
está esto,
He's
el
this.
diablo me ganó
The devil.
terreno.
He gained the territory.
Mira, los únicos que el diablo le gana terreno
Look, the
es
only
al que
ones
no es
that the devil
espiritual.
gains territory with are those that are not spiritual.
Es al único.
Those are the only ones.
El diablo no sabe pelear humanamente.
The devil
Él lo hace
doesn't know how to fight humanly.
espiritualmente.
He does it spiritually.
Y tú
And you
te mueves
move
en la carne.
in the flesh.
Oh my God. Te estoy dando esto para predicarte, no te estoy
I'm
predicando
giving this
todavía.
to you so that I could preach. I'm not preaching yet.
Ni te desvías, ¿dónde?
And he doesn't divert you too.
Hay promesas que tú no las tienes porque estás andando entre la izquierda y la derecha.
There's promises that you don't have them because you're walking between the right and the left.
Hay cosas que no llegan a tu casa
There's things that will not come to your house
simplemente porque
simply
tú no estás haciendo lo que Dios te mandó a hacer.
because you're not doing what God has told you to do.
Para que tengas éxito, ¿dónde?
So that he may have success where?
Por eso tú vas a ver gente que va de iglesia en iglesia, de iglesia en iglesia.
That's why you're going to
de
see
iglesia en
people that
iglesia,
go
de
from
iglesia,
church
de
to church,
iglesia,
to
de
church to
iglesia en
church, to
iglesia.
church to church.
Porque ellos no quieren éxito.
Because they don't want success.
Ellos están buscando un líder chango como ellos,
They are seeking for a childish leader just like them
que los atienda,
that is going to attend
les
them
pase la mano,
and pat them on the
les
back
diga qué bueno tú
and
eres,
say, you are
qué
good.
buena tú eres,
You are very good.
qué hermoso tú eres.
How beautiful
Nadie
you
te
are.
entiende, nadie, no, no,
Oh,
no.
it's that nobody
El trabajo de
understands you.
un
No.
pastor
The job of a
es
pastor
predicar la
is
palabra.
to preach the word.
¿Sí o no?
Yes or no?
Este libro de la ley, o sea, la palabra para nosotros,
This book of the law, so it's the word for us.
no se apartará de tu boca, sino que meditarás en él día y noche para que cuides de hacer todo lo que está escrito. Porque entonces harás prosperar tu camino y tendrás éxito.
The law will always be on your lips. Meditate on it day and night so that you may be careful to do everything that is written in it. Then you will be prosperous and successful in everything.
No te lo he ordenado yo. Sé fuerte y valiente. No temas ni te acobardes, porque el Señor tu Dios estará contigo donde quiera que tú vayas.
Have I not commanded you to? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go.
Gracias, Señor, por tu palabra.
Thank you, Lord, for your word.
Gracias, Señor, porque sé que nos vas a usar con poder y autoridad
Thank you, Lord, because I know that you're going to use us with power and
para
authority
bendecir tu pueblo,
to bless your people
bendecir tus hijos.
and bless your children.
Amén.
Amen.
Amén.
Amen.
Vengo a hablarte bajo dos temas.
I have come to speak under two topics.
Hágame el favor y dele el primero.
Give them the first one, please. Es una orden. It's an order.
Hay promesas que tú no las tienes.
There's promises that you don't
Porque lo
have
más sencillo,
because the
no has
most
aprendido
simple,
a someterte a tu
you
pastor.
just have not learned how to submit yourself to your pastor.
Ahora yo te voy a dar una instrucción
Now I'm going to give you an
y te voy
instruction.
a dar que hagas lo que quieras conmigo.
And I'm going to give you the leeway to do whatever you want with
Nunca
me.
te sometas a un pastor que lo que está enseñando no se ve en él.
Don't ever submit to a pastor that what that pastor is teaching you cannot see in them.
Si tú sigues leyendo,
If you continue to
el
read,
pueblo le dijo a Josué,
the people said
no hay
to Joshua,
problema,
there's no
te
problem.
vamos a seguir.
We will follow you.
Si vemos
If we see
a Dios
God
en ti,
in you
como lo veíamos en
the way
Moisés.
that we saw him in Moses.
Mira qué sencillo.
Look how simple.
Mira a alguien y dile, eso es Biblia.
Look at somebody and say, that's the Bible.
La gente quiere amplificar
The people want to amplify
el evangelio
the gospel
a su beneficio.
into their benefit.
No podemos
And
amplificar
we
el
cannot
evangelio.
amplify
La
the
palabra es
gospel.
la palabra.
The word is the
Cuando
word.
Dios te da una
When
orden,
God gives you an order,
tú tienes que cumplirla aunque no la entiendas.
you have to fulfill it even if you don't understand.
Hay órdenes de Dios que no se van a entender en el momento.
There's orders of God that you're not going to understand in
Porque
the moment.
toda orden de Dios es espiritual.
Because every order of God that is spiritual.
Por eso dice que no te apartes de la palabra de día ni de noche.
That's why it says you not separate from the word day
La
and
gente
night.
se llena de todo un fin de semana.
The people fill themselves the whole weekend.
Vienen al servicio
They come to the
con
service
una mente carnal,
with a carnal mind,
no de pecado,
not a
una
simple
mente
one,
humana,
just a human
y le
mind.
piden que Dios los use.
But then they ask God
Mira, hay
to use
líderes
them.
hoy
Look,
que
there's
llegaron
leaders
aquí
today that
que no
arrived
tienen
here
ni una hora de oración.
that don't even have an hour of prayer.
Ni una hora
Not
tienen.
even an hour do they
Pero
have.
quieren que Dios los use.
But they want to be used
El
by God.
diablo te va a usar.
The devil's the one that's going to use you.
Ay, pastor, pero
Oh, pastor, but-
no.
No,
Es
no,
que el
no.
problema es
It's
este.
that the problem is this.
Para tener éxito
To have success,
hay que vivir la palabra.
you have to live the word.
Hay que creerle a la
You
palabra.
have to believe the word.
Dios se va a mover en esferas
God is going to move in atmospheres
sin que tú te muevas
without you moving.
si haces lo que Él dijo.
If you do what he
Pero no
says.
después de lo que te suceda, sino
But not
seguir
after
haciendo lo que Él dijo.
what happens to you happens. If not, you have to continue to do what he says.
Hay cambios que llegan
There's changes that
porque
come
Dios mueve en su atmósfera.
because God is moving in his
Yo le
atmosphere.
di las gracias a alguien por una bendición gigantesca
I thank somebody because of a giant
que cambió
blessing
el panorama de mi vista en mi
that
casa.
changed the panorama of my the way that I look
Y lo
at
que
things
me
at my house.
impacta de este
And
matrimonio
what impacts me of this
es
matrimony
que con su sencillez lo único que me dicen es
is that with their simpleness, the only thing that they say to me is,
gracias
thank you
por permitirnos
for allowing us
bendecirte.
to bless you.
Yo sé que usted no entendió.
I know you didn't understand.
¿Sabe lo que quiere decir eso?
Do you know what that means?
Esa gente reconoce
Those people recognize
que su bendición
that their
es
blessing
mayor
is greater
porque viene de Dios.
because it's coming from God.
Cuando tú te dejas usar
When
por
you allow
Dios,
yourself to be
Dios
used
va a
by
hacer
God,
cosas grandes.
God will do big
en
things
tu vida.
in your life.
Mira, hay un dicho que dice,
Look, there's a quote that says,
para salir de la
to
pobreza
come out of poverty,
hay que salir de la ignorancia.
you have to come out of the ignorance.
No hay que trabajar más,
You don't have to work more.
sino educarte más.
If not, you have to educate yourself more.
Hay cosas en la vida
There's things
que
in
Dios
life
nos está mandando a hacer.
that God is telling us to
Y
do.
nosotros
And we-
estamos esperando un mover
We are waiting for a
sin
movement
movernos en él.
without us moving in it.
Sacude tu corazón y dile a alguien,
You have to shake your heart and you have to
debo
say to
prestar
someone,
más atención
I should pay more attention
y hablar menos.
and speak less.
Debo prestar más atención
I should pay closer attention
y hablar menos.
and speak less.
Hay gente que está contenta
There's people that are happy
porque le sirven a Dios.
because they serve God.
Y yo aprendí a no estar contento por servirle a Dios.
And I learned not to be happy because I serve God.
Yo tengo que estar contento
I have to be happy
si obedezco a Dios.
if I obey God.
Hay muchos de ustedes
There's many of you
que van al trabajo
that you go to your
y no
job
hacen el trabajo correctamente.
and you don't do the job correctly
Porque la mente ignorante le dice,
because the ignorant mind tells you,
esto no es mío.
this is not mine.
Por eso,
That's why.
mira, yo siempre he sido y seré diferente.
Look, I've always been and I will always be different.
Tener un líder,
Having a leader,
escúchame bien,
listen well,
que desanima gente
that discourages people
y tú no darte cuenta
and for you not
y,
to notice of
y
that
tenerlo en tu compañía.
and have him or her in your company,
El problema no es ese.
the problem is not
El
that person.
problema es que el dueño es un gulembo.
The problem is that the owner is a weak person.
Alguien que influencia a tu equipo
Somebody that is influencing your team
al desánimo,
to be
a la
discouraged,
falta de
to
compromiso,
the lack of commitment,
a la falta de
to
éxito,
the lack of success.
es un cáncer.
That's a cancer.
Y el problema es que si tú no actúas,
And the problem is that if you don't act,
ese cáncer
that cancer
se va a comer el equipo
is
entero.
going to eat up the whole team.
¿Cuántos quieren tener éxito?
How many of you want
La
to have
gente está
success?
acostumbrada, es domingo, hazme
People
brincar.
are used to saying, oh, it's Sunday, make me jump.
Pero si para eso no hay que sentir el espíritu.
Well, for that you don't need to feel the
Lo que
spirit.
tenemos que poner ahí
All we have to do
y
is
yo
put
pedirle
there,
a Miriam, ponme
For me
ahí
to ask the media,
una rutina de ejercicio.
put up a routine of an exercise.
Y hacemos jumping jack.
And we'll do jumping jacks.
La gente se está preocupando más.
The people are worrying more.
Es más, mira, le voy a dar una asignación. Mire para
Look,
atrás, mire
I'm
para
going to
atrás.
give you an assignment. Look back. Look back.
A mucha gente eso lo preocuparía.
Many people would be worried about that.
Falta mucha gente.
We have a lot of people absent.
Eso lo preocuparía.
That would worry us.
A mí no.
It doesn't worry me.
Porque es que estamos a la orilla del río lamiendo agua.
Because it's that we're at the water's edge and we're licking on the water.
Si lo entendiste bien y si no
If you
también.
understood it, that's fine. And if you didn't
En
understand, that's
cada
fine.
éxito
In every success,
tendrá siempre un éxodo en algo.
it will have an exodus.
Yo no he
in
dicho que la
something.
gente se va y no vuelve. No, no,
And
no.
I
no.
didn't say that the people are going to leave and not come back. No,
Hay
no,
un
no.
éxito
There's a success
que va acompañado de compromiso.
that is accompanied by commitment.
¿Cuánto guiaron para llegar aquí hoy otra vez?
How much did you drive to be able to come here again?
4 horas.
4 hours.
Entonces, si Dios no ve eso,
So if God does not see that,
¿para qué servirle a Dios entonces?
what are we going to serve God for then?
Hay preparativos
There's preparations
que tenemos que hacerlo
that we need to do
de
that
acuerdo a cómo vamos caminando.
according to how
No
we're
hagas las
walking.
cosas para que te vean.
Don't do things so that you could be
Ponme
seen.
la imagen.
Put
por
the
favor.
image up, please.
Hay gente que se embrolla para que otros vean lo que tienen.
There's people that will go into debt so that others can see what
Otros
they
están
have.
ahorrando para desaparecer.
Others are saving so that they could disappear.
¿Sí o no?
Yes or no?
No es que no se compre.
And it's not that you should not
Y,
buy.
y la moraleja ahí no es el Porsche, es la velocidad.
And the moral there is not the Porsche. It's
Es la
the
velocidad,
speed.
no es el
The
carro.
speed, it's not the car.
El problema es
The problem
que tú
is
tienes que caminar
that you have to walk
con avance.
with advancement.
Mientras yo sembraba unas plantas
While I was planting some plants
y sacábamos
and we were taking out
de la tierra
of the ground
lo que estaba viejo
what was old
y unas plantas que se habían muerto,
and some plants that had died,
me da con preguntarle a la persona que me está ayudando.
I asked the person that was helping me.
Digo, ¿por qué tú siembras
I said, why do you
y
plant
tú dejas como 2 pulgadas o 1 pulgada
and you leave like 2 inches or 1 inch
de la tierra que ya trae
of the soil that it already brings,
la mata y no va adentro completa?
the soil that the plant brings, and you don't put it completely underground?
Y él dijo,
And he said,
porque esta superficie
because this surface
es la que le da oxígeno.
is the one that gives the plant oxygen.
Bien.
And I said,
Y mira lo que me viene a la mente.
and look what came to my mind.
cuando sacaba la muerta,
when I was taking out the dead
tuve
one,
que seguir cavando
I had to continue to dig
para quitar unas raíces.
so that I could remove some roots.
El éxito
The success
depende
depends
de cuán profunda
on how deep
son tus raíces.
your roots are.
El éxito
The success
va
is,
no por cómo tú siembres,
it goes according to not how you
sino
sow,
que has sembrado en tu
if
corazón.
not what have you sown in your heart.
La palabra me enseña a que yo voy a tener éxito en todo. Yo no estoy hablando de
word teaches
economía
me
nada más.
that I'm going to have success in everything, and I'm not speaking
Éxito
only
en
about
todo
economy.
cuando mi mente
Success
no
in
cambia
everything.
de la palabra.
When my mind does not
Este
change
me
from the
falló,
word.
pues que se lo lleve el diablo.
This person
Yo voy a
failed
seguir
me,
caminando.
let the devil take him. I'm going to continue
Este
to
no
walk.
quiere caminar,
This
que
person
se lo
doesn't
lleve
wanna
el
walk,
diablo también.
let
Yo
the
tengo que
devil
caminar.
take that person too. I have
El
to continue to
problema
walk.
es que en la
The
obediencia
problem is
tú
that in
quieres
the
meter
obedience,
gente contigo que no obedecen a Dios.
You want to put people in that with you that don't obey God.
En tu éxito
In your success,
no es que sean perfectos,
it's not
es
that
que
they're gonna
si
be
tú
perfect.
dices brinca,
It's that if you say
brinquen
jump,
sin preguntar.
they should
Yo
jump without
odio,
questioning.
yo detesto,
I hate,
y como
I
usted sabe
detest,
quién es, ya sabe que lo digo por usted.
Because you know who it is, you already
Que
know that
yo
I'm
diga
saying it.
algo del evangelio
If I
y
say
usted
something
traiga una
about the
maldita
gospel,
opinión
and
de
you
lo que
bring
usted
a
piensa.
cursed opinion of what you think.
No me interesa lo que tú
I am
pienses.
not interested in
No
what
me
you think.
interesa tu
I
directriz.
am not
Me
interested in
interesa que
directions.
obedezcas lo
I'm
que Dios
interested
está
in you
diciendo.
obeying what God is saying.
Oh my God. Si eres tú el de la idea,
If you are the one that has the idea,
¿por qué Dios no te llamó a ti?
why didn't God call you?
Si sabes tanto para el
If
ministerio,
you know so much for the
¿por qué
ministry,
tienes problemas contigo mismo?
why do you have problems with even your own self?
Obediencia.
Obedience.
Yo aprendí algo.
I learned
Y
something.
yo creo que por eso es que yo trabajo casi mucho tiempo solo.
And I believe that that's why I think I work
Es
a
más,
lot
voy a
of the
traer
time by
el
myself.
ejemplo.
I'm even going to bring you the example.
Una vez te fui a llevar unas herramientas.
Once I went to take you some tools.
Gami estaba trabajando,
Gammy was working,
haciendo un trabajo en la casa.
doing a job at the house.
Y yo loco como por...
And I was going crazy. I wanted to be like,
No, pero si lo hace así es mejor.
but if you do it this way, it would be better.
Y le digo, me voy.
And I said to Olise, I'm
Porque
leaving.
estoy a punto de hacer lo que yo odio que me hagan.
Because I'm about to do what I hate others to do to me.
Y me fui.
And I just left.
Como yo no tenía que trabajar,
And because I didn't have to work,
dije, tampoco me voy a quedar de mirón ni opinión.
I said,
Y de
I'm not
estar
gonna-
el opinista.
stay here just staring and giving my opinions.
No, cogí y me fui.
No, I left.
No entiendo por qué hay gente en grupos
I don't understand why there's
que
people in
siempre
groups
tienen una idea.
that they always have
Pero
an
ellos no han
idea,
hecho nada.
but they have not done anything themselves.
Siempre tienen una idea.
They always have an idea.
Déjame decirte lo que yo pienso.
Let me tell you what I
Resérvate
think.
lo que piensas.
Reserve
Haz
what
la
you're
palabra.
thinking. You know, speak the word.
Uy, no me está siguiendo.
You're
O
not
soy yo el que está
following
mal.
me. Or am I the one that's wrong?
Soy yo. No. Él le dice, mi siervo.
He says, my servant.
¿Sabe? Dios le dice a Josué,
God says to Joshua,
no se murió cualquier cosa.
not just anything was, any person was the one
Se
that
murió
died.
el que carga la promesa.
The one that carries the promise was the one that died.
¿Quién le iba a dar la bendición al pueblo?
Who
¿Dios
was
o
going to give the
Moisés?
blessing to the people? God or Moses?
Hay gente que no entiende eso todavía.
And there's people that don't
Hay
understand
gente que no
that yet.
entiende la función sacerdotal.
There's people that still don't understand the function of the priest.
La gente se está basando en la función sacerdotal
The people are basing themselves in the function of the priest.
simplemente en autoridad.
Just simply in the authority.
No, déjame decirte algo.
No, let me tell you
Autoridad es
something.
una cosa
Authority is
y
one
función
thing,
es otra.
and function is another.
Y hay cosas
And there's things
que se cargan corporativamente
that are carried corporately
que hasta que tú no aprendes,
that until you
a
don't
ti no
learn
te va a
it,
tocar.
it's not going to touch you.
¿Sabes qué me costó aprender esto?
Do you know what it cost me to learn this?
28 años de servirle a
28
Dios.
years of serving God.
23 enseñando,
23 teaching,
de los cuales
of which
23 en el
23
ministerio,
in the ministry,
de los cuales llevo 20 años
of which 20 of those years
o cuidado si más,
and maybe even more.
a tiempo completo.
I've been in the ministry full time.
¿Sabes? Yo no esperé
You know, I did not wait
que apareciera alguien para diezmar.
for people to appear
Yo
to
le
come and give their
creía a
tithes.
Dios.
No, I believed God.
Y Él fue el que me dijo,
And he was the
yo
one that
voy
said
a
to me,
bendecir
I will bless
si tú me obedeces.
if you obey
Yo
me.
obedecí a Dios antes de que tú llegaras.
So I obeyed God before you even
Mira a alguien y
arrived.
dile, yo tengo que hacer lo mismo.
Look at somebody and say, I have to do the same.
Mucha gente no ha entendido esto.
Many people have not understood this.
Matar a Goliat te llena de aplausos.
Killing Goliath, it just fills you of
Pero
applause.
perdonar a Saúl
But forgiving Saul
revela
reveals
los frutos
the fruit
de tu corazón.
of your heart.
Hay gente
There's people
que les gusta que los admiren
that they like
por
to
lo
be
que
admired
hacen,
because of
pero
what they
Dios no admira
But God
porque
does
tu
not
corazón
admire
está lleno
because your
de
heart
rencor.
is full of rancor.
Oh my God. Lo que es ser un bobo para la gente
What is probably being a fool for the
es
people
ser un rey para Dios.
is being a king for God.
Entonces yo tengo que entender
So I need to
que
understand
entre la obediencia y lo que yo hablo
that between the obedience and what I speak,
hay una combinación.
there's a combination.
Dios me dice, pero
God
que yo
says
voy
to
a
me,
hablar.
but what am I going to speak?
Dios empuja
God pushes
hasta donde yo me voy a dejar.
up to where I allow him to push
Dios
me.
te llamó a tener éxito.
God called you to have
Mira el que
success.
está a tu lado y yo quiero tener éxito.
Look at the one that's next to you and say, I want to have success.
Pero yo tengo que empezar a obedecer la
But I have
palabra.
to start obeying the word.
¿Sí o no?
Yes or no?
Mira,
Look,
la palabra
the word
va a cambiar mi sistema.
is going to change my system.
Toca a alguien dile, la palabra te
Touch somebody
cambia.
and say, the word
La-
changes you.
Deja de estar pensando en tanto número.
Stop thinking about so many numbers.
Yo me puse triste
I got sad
cuando no pude salvar mis palmas.
when I was not able to save my palm trees.
Las salvé por 3 años, las
I saved them for
mantuve.
3 years. I maintained
Me
them.
puse triste porque
But I
dije,
got sad
se me desprende algo.
because I said, you know, something is just detaching from
Porque
me.
yo cuido mi patio.
Because I take care of my
Lo que yo
backyard.
emprendo yo lo cuido solo.
Whatever I start, I take care of it myself.
Y de momento entre esa llamada.
And all of a sudden, I received that phone call.
Tú sabes cuando el corazón a ti se te explota.
Do you know when your heart like completely explodes?
Así se me explotó ayer a las 7:30 de la mañana.
That's how my heart exploded at 7:30
No,
in the
es
morning
que todo
yesterday.
esto es para usted.
And the person said, no, all of this is
Y
for
yo dije,
you.
no.
And I said, nah.
Y miré para el cielo
I looked up to heaven
y solamente había una sonrisa.
and there was only a smile.
Porque Dios sabe.
Because God knows,
Dios mío.
my God,
Dios entiende cosas.
God understands
Y yo dije,
things.
mira, se murió algo
And I said, look,
para
something
entrar en
died
otra
so
dimensión.
that I could enter into another dimension.
No, yo le busco a vuelta a todo,
You
a
know,
todo, a todo,
I
a todo.
looked for a way in
Yo
everything.
dije,
In everything.
ahora también,
And I said, now
mira
also,
cómo se multiplica.
look how it
Y
multiplies.
atento a lo que voy a declarar sobre ustedes ahora.
And be attentive what I'm going to declare over you now.
Porque me llevan a otra atmósfera.
Because you're taking me to another atmosphere.
Es necesidad de Dios
It's the necessity of God
llevarlos a ellos
to take them
a otra atmósfera
into
más
another
grande.
greater atmosphere.
No, es que tú tienes que entender
It's that you need to
que hay
understand
cosas
that
que van a
there's things
llegar a tu
that are
vida
going to come to your life,
no simplemente porque tú eres bueno.
not just simply because you are good,
Uy, Dios mío.
my God,
Sino
if not
porque estás obedeciendo a Dios.
because you are obeying God.
Mira el que está a tu lado y Dios no está
Look at the one
buscando
that's
gente
next to you and say,
perfecta.
no, God is not seeking for perfect people.
Si hubiera sido así, no escoge a David.
If it would have been like that, he would have had not chosen David.
Si hubiese sido así, no
If it
sienta
would have been
a
like that,
Mefiboset
He
en
would
la
have
mesa.
not sat Mephibosheth at the table.
Ay, yo no sé, yo no
Oh,
sé.
I don't know, I don't know.
Si hubiese sido así,
If it would
no
have been
hubiera
like that,
escogido a Pedro.
He would have not chosen Peter.
No por los problemas.
Not because of the
Que Pedro
problems.
tenía una mentalidad rápida.
It's that Peter had
Actuaba
a mentality that
rápido.
was quick. He
Y
would
cuando
act
vio
quick.
la cosa buena en
And
la
when he saw,
transfiguración,
you know, in the transfiguration, that things were
Dios
good.
dijo, va que llueva y se inunde todo el mundo.
He
Vamos a
said,
hacer algo
Lord,
para
allow it to
nosotros.
rain and flood everybody else. Let's just do something here for
Dios
us.
tuvo que cambiarle el corazón
God had to change his
a
heart.
un guerrero,
A heart of
pero que
a
entendiera a la
warrior,
gente.
but for him to understand the people.
Una de las obediencias más poderosas
One of the biggest
que puede
obediences
tener un hombre
that a man can have
es entender la gente.
is understanding the
No
people.
reírle las gracias.
Not laughing at the bad
Entender
things
la
they do,
gente.
if not understanding
Y
the
cuando
people.
yo terminé,
And when I finished,
le dije a Eda,
I said to Eda,
rayo,
oh man,
esto es un resort.
this is a resort.
Yo sé que como no es de usted,
Remember, because it's not
entiende.
yours, I
Se
do
entiende
understand.
allá también.
I understand, and over there they understand too.
Pero lo único que pude ir
But the only thing
fueron 28 años atrás.
that I was able to do was go back 28
Y hubo
years.
una voz con eco que me
And there was a
decía,
voice with echo that was saying to me,
yo dije
I said
que te iba
that I
a
was
bendecir.
going to bless you.
¿Y por qué la esfera?
And why the atmosphere?
Porque la palabra dice,
Because the word
el
says
que te bendiga,
that whoever blesses
yo
you,
lo voy a bendecir.
I will bless them.
Entonces quiere decir que el que bendice,
So it means that one that blesses,
Dios le va a bendecir más.
God is going to bless even more.
Oh my God.
Mi Dios.
¿Sabe? Hay momentos dados
You know, there's certain
que tú y
moments
yo tenemos que emprender
that
cosas,
you and I have to start
atrevernos
things.
a escuchar.
We have to
Yo
dare
le he
to
dicho a un
listen.
montón de gente
I've
ya,
said it to a
eso
bunch
no es
of
lo que
people
tú tienes
already.
que hacer, pero
That's
como
not
estás
what you have to be
empeñado,
doing,
pues hazlo.
because you're eager to
Eso
do it,
no
do
es
it.
lo que Dios quería,
That's not
pero
what
tú
God
quieres,
wanted,
hazlo.
but you want that, do it.
Hay cosas.
There's things.
Una de las cosas que tiene Dios es que tú emprendes y Él no te lo prohíbe.
One of the things that God has is that if you start something, He's not going to
Pero no
prohibit
puedes
you.
meter a Dios donde Él no dijo que iba a
But
estar.
then you cannot put God in something that He said He was not going to be in.
Entonces, ¿qué yo voy a confesar? ¿Cómo yo voy a hacer
So
las
what am I going
cosas?
to confess and how am I going to do things?
¿Puedo ser honesto con usted o...?
Can I be honest with you?
Porque yo le puedo hablar de pobreza.
Because I could speak about
Pero
poverty
pa'
if
usted,
you
no pa'
want.
mí.
But poverty for you, not me.
No, yo voy a ser claro.
Not me. I'm going to be clear here.
Yo siempre dije que yo quería un BM, ¿verdad?
I always said that I
Lo
wanted a
compré.
BMW, and I bought it.
Ya salí de eso.
I already got that out.
¿Qué es lo otro que yo me paso diciendo que voy a comprar?
What is the other thing that I'm always saying that I'm going to buy?
Un yate.
A yacht.
Mucha gente a veces me hablaban del precio. Yo le decía,
Many people sometimes would talk to me about the price, and I would say,
para que tú entiendas que yo me quería comprar algo bueno,
so that you can understand that I wanted to buy something good.
ya yo estaba buscando
I was already
y
looking,
estaba entre los precios
and it was amongst the prices
175
of
a
175
250,000.
to 250,000.
Ay, no era una canoa.
You know, it wasn't a canoe that I wanted,
Pero era siempre ahí martillándome.
but Eda was always there hammering me.
Me hizo entender algo que yo soy.
And she made me understand something that
Y
I
yo,
am.
¿qué pasaría si tú gastas todo ese dinero
She said, what would happen if you spend all of that money
y te enzorras? Porque tú te
and
enzorras
then
de
you
las
get
cosas.
bored, because you get bored of things.
Y yo te conozco a ti.
And I know you.
Tú no vas a estar todos los fines de
You
semana.
are not going to be every weekend.
Vamos para el agua.
Let's go to the
Yo
water.
te conozco.
I know you.
Cómprate uno pequeño.
Just buy a small
Y
one.
nos vamos por ahí, por la
And
bahía.
we'll go around the
Cuando te sientas
bay.
enzorrado, pues das para allá y
And
para
whenever
acá.
you feel bored, we could go back and forth.
Tan así
It was so
que ella
much
consiguió uno
that she
ahí.
found some there.
Y están entre 30 a 45,000 nada más.
And they're between 30 to
Que eso es un
45,000
bombón
only.
para comprar.
You know, that is easy to buy.
Me dijo, nos vamos para allá, viramos para
And
acá.
she said, we'll go over there, we'll come back over here.
Le da una vuelta a Penville, vuelve
You
y
could go
regresa.
around Pennsville and come back.
No, pero preste atención.
But pay attention.
A veces no queremos escuchar,
Sometimes we don't want to hear,
porque yo no estoy hablando de opiniones.
because I'm not talking
Estoy
about
hablando de
opinions.
alguien que me conoce.
I'm talking about somebody that knows me.
Yo sé que
She
vas
said,
a botar
I
ese
know
dinero.
that you're just going to waste away that money.
Y yo, ¿tú sabes qué?
And I said, you know what?
Ah, pues tremendo.
Tremendous.
Y mira, y si lo compro pequeño,
And look, if
digo,
I
no es
buy
tan
it
pequeño porque
Small,
caben
although
12 personas.
it's not that small because it fits 12 people.
El grande hay que ponerlo en storage.
The
¿sí?
big one, you have to put it
O en
in
la marina
storage.
y hay que
Or
pagar.
at the marina, and you have to pay
Ya
to
no
leave it there.
las medidas que tiene.
Because of the measures that
Yo
it
dije,
has.
no, ya tengo el trozo para guiarlo.
With the measures, I already told Eda of the one that I'm going to get. I said, I already have the truck to be able to drive
La
it.
guagua de Ulises.
Ulises truck.
Porque si él no me la presta,
Because if he doesn't lend me that
yo
truck,
tampoco le voy a prestar el bote.
I am not going to lend him the boat neither.
Y dije, y Nilda vive en un lugar
And I
que
said, Nilda lives in a
no
place
están
that
asociaciones.
it's not in any associations.
Allá va guardado en la
And
yarda de
there's where
ella.
I'm going to put away the boat, in her yard.
Y si ella no me deja guardarlo,
And if she doesn't allow me to put it away in her
tampoco
yard,
se va a montar.
she's not going to get into the boat neither.
¿A dónde te estoy llevando con mi historia?
Where is it that I'm taking you with my story?
Tú tienes gente a tu alrededor
You have people
que
around
Dios
you
los puso
that
para
God
tener
placed
éxito.
them there so that they could
Pero
have
tu
success.
orgullo y tu
But
ego
your
es tan
pride
grande
and your ego is so big
que no quieres andar con ellos.
that you don't want to walk with them.
No quieres utilizarlos a
You
ellos.
don't want to use
No
them.
quieres hacerlos
You
partícipes.
don't want to make them
Hay
partakers of that.
bendiciones.
There's blessings.
¿Qué dijo Dios de ti?
What did God say about
Por eso
you?
ya tú tienes que dejar de estar andando.
That's why you have to already stop
Yo
hanging
tuve una
around.
conversación ahora con el pastor Víctor que me paró los pelos.
I had a conversation now with Pastor Victor that just made my hair
Y esas
stand
son
up.
las conversaciones que a mí me gusta, que
And
paren
those are the
pelo.
conversations that I like, those that make my hair
Que tú
stand
digas,
up.
ahora sí que tengo que orar.
That you say, now I truly have to pray.
Conversaciones que no hay que orar no paran pelo.
Conversations that you don't have to pray about, they don't make your hair stand up.
Uy. Dios mío.
My God.
Uy. ¿Qué yo pienso?
What do I think?
Ella primero, pero ya está buscando. Mira
You know,
este.
she's looking. She
varón.
said, look at this one, man.
Mira este.
Look at this one.
Mira el otro.
Look at the other one.
Mira, ¿sabe cuando un niño pequeño usted le regala algo que él se vuelve loco?
You know when you give a small child a gift and they go crazy over that gift?
Usted tiene que conocer su niño.
You have to know your child.
A lo mejor usted le regala algo caro y lo acepta, pero no lo
You'll
movió.
probably give them a gift of something expensive and they'll accept it.
Y hay
but
veces
it
que tú
didn't
le
move
regalas
them.
cosas y tú dices,
But there's times that you give them other things and you
eso
say,
me costó $6.
that cost me $6.
Y el muchacho no lo suelta.
And that kid does not let go of it.
¿Cómo es posible?
How is it possible?
Porque el problema
Because the
no
problem
está en los precios,
It's not in the prices,
sino en la acción.
if not in the action.
Ayer yo estaba como un niño, es que todavía tengo
Yesterday
que
I was
seguir
like a
diciéndolo.
child. It's that I still have to continue to say
Yo
it.
estaba como un niño
I was
pequeño.
like a little child.
Yo salía, miraba por las
would go
ventanas,
out and look out
miré
the
el
windows.
panorama de todos
I
ángulos.
looked at the panorama from all the angles of
Porque
it.
yo decía, qué grande
Because I was
es el
saying,
Dios
how
que yo le
great is the
sirvo.
God that I serve.
Qué poderoso
How
es el
powerful
Dios que yo
is
amo.
the God that I love.
Sé obediente,
Be
confiesa,
obedient, confess,
autoprograma tu vida.
self-program your life.
No donde estás, sino para
Not
dónde
where
vas.
you're at, if not where you're
Pero
going.
no hagas cosas
But don't do things
que tú no tienes el tiempo para dárselo.
that you don't have the time to give it to them.
Por eso no voy a comprar el yate grande.
That's why I'm not going to buy the big yacht.
Porque yo me puse a
Because
pensar
I started thinking.
y yo dije,
And I said,
no, yo no voy a estar todo el día en el agua, no, y todos los días.
no, I'm not going to be all day in the water and every day. No, no,
Para nada,
at all,
para nada.
at all.
Entonces hay cosas
So there's things
que gustan,
that you like,
pero no son para nosotros.
but they're not for us.
Oh my God.
My God.
Entonces Dios nos está llevando
So God is taking us
a un movimiento. Y usted dirá,
to
¿por
a
qué usted lo
movement.
dice,
And you might say,
pastor?
but why are you saying it, Pastor?
Sencillo.
Simple.
Porque es que vengo de abajo.
Because I come from the bottom.
Entonces cuando tú vienes de
So
abajo,
when you come from the
tú tienes que
bottom,
decirle a la gente que lo que tienes
you have to say to the people
es Dios
what you
quien lo ha
have
hecho.
is God the one that has given it to you.
Así que prepárate, prepárate,
So
hombre,
get prepared, man,
que por cada una
that for every
de esas
one
plantas
of those plants,
se te multiplicará
it will multiply for you
10 veces más.
10 times more.
Y lo bueno es que cada vez que le lanzo la palabra, así vuelas.
And the good thing is that every time that I launch my word, that's the same way he flies.
¿Sabe? Hay cosas.
You know, there's things.
Dios le dijo, es Él.
God said it's
Tú
him.
tienes gente en tu vida.
You have
Y
people
vuelvo
in
y
your
te
life.
repito,
And I
sí,
repeat it
hay
again.
algo poderoso aquí.
Yes, there's
Pero hay
something
gente en
powerful
tu
here.
vida
But
que
there's
son
people
tu
in your
canal.
life that are your channel.
Y tú no quieres
But you
obedecerlos.
don't want to obey them
Porque ya tú sabes un poquito.
because you already know a little bit.
Porque ya tú tienes un poquito.
Because you already have a little bit.
¿Sabe? Ponte en tu mente.
You know, put it in your
¿Te
mind.
interesa lo que diga la gente de ti?
Are you interested in what the people say
¿O te
about you?
interesa lo que tú piensas de ti?
Or are you interested in what you think
La
of
gente
yourself?
puede pensar de ti
The
algo
people may think something of you
que tú no estás contento que lo pienses.
that you're not happy that they're thinking
Bueno
that,
o malo.
whether it's good or bad.
Yo estoy, y se lo digo cada día más a
And
mi
I say
esposa.
it even
Y a los
more
que me
to
rodean de
my
cerca
wife
se los
every day.
digo.
And those that surround me up close, I say it
Sin
too.
pasión
Without
va a ser
passion,
difícil.
it's going to be difficult
Para alcanzar.
to reach.
Oh. Hay que entender.
You need to
¿A
understand.
cuántos matrimonios se le está enseñando de acá arriba
How many matrimonies are being taught from up here,
y no lo quieren hacer?
but they don't want to do it?
Ya yo entendí.
I already
Porque no
understood.
quieren cambiar.
It's because they don't want to
No
change.
quieren.
They don't.
No quieren.
They don't.
Porque si yo te digo a ti
Because if I say to
que ese
you
blanco te queda feo
that
y
white
que la
looks
gente
bad
está
on
mirando
you
un demonio,
and that the people are seeing a
¿cuál es
demon,
tu deber?
what is your duty?
no usar más el
Not
blanco.
use the white anymore.
Punto.
Point
No es que es
blank.
lindo o feo. Es
It's
que
not that it's beautiful or ugly.
hay gente que está ciega.
There's people.
¿Por qué? Porque todo el mundo ve lo que ellos son capaces, pero ellos no.
There's people that are blind. Why? Because everybody sees what they're capable of, but they
¿Cómo es
can't
que
see
yo
it.
te puedo decir tú vas a lograr esto?
How is it that I can say to you, you're going to accomplish
No,
this?
yo no creo que yo pueda.
No, I don't think that I can.
Porque no estás obedeciendo la
Because you're
palabra.
not obeying the
Si
word.
la Biblia dice,
If the Bible
presta
says,
atención,
pay attention,
sométete al pastor
be submitted
en
to the
todo,
pastor
porque
in
Él está
everything,
velando por tu
because he is the one that
alma.
watches over your soul.
¿Lo quieres entender?
Do you want to understand it?
Porque así como prosperas tú,
Because just as your
yo me preocupo
soul
por tu
prospers,
alma
I worry
y Dios se
about your
encarga
soul.
de
And
prosperarte.
God takes care of prospering you.
Pero es si haces caso.
But it's if you pay attention.
La gente habla malísimo de ti.
The people talk very bad
A
about
mí me
you.
han tildado gente que
People have said about
comieron de mi mano.
People that once ate from my hand.
De ladrón,
They have called
de
me a
dañino.
thief. They have said that I'm damaging.
Pero Dios es tan bueno
But God is so good
que ha dejado ver todo
that He has allowed everything to be
por
seen
sus acciones.
by their own actions.
La gente va.
The people.
¿Qué confiesa para alcanzar qué?
What do you confess so that you could reach what?
Tú tienes que aprender a
You
hablar.
have to learn how to speak.
Yo soy fuerte.
I'm
Yo lo
strong.
voy a
I will
alcanzar.
accomplish it.
Pero rompe con el ego.
But you have to break with the ego.
Rompe con el ego.
Break with the ego.
¿Sí o no?
Yes or no?
Rompe.
Break.
Mira, en mi país,
Look, in my country,
acá yo no lo he visto mucho, pero
here
y
I
si lo
haven't
ves
seen it
raro,
too much. But if I do
Pero en
see
mi
it, it's very
país,
rare. But in my country,
las mujeres
the women,
van al mall
they go to the mall,
con lo que conocemos un dubi.
what we know as a wrap, with their hair wrapped.
Porque por la noche tienen fiesta.
Because at night, they have a party.
¿Sí o no?
Yes or no?
No entiendo.
I don't understand.
¿Cómo es que luzco de una manera
How is it that I look one way,
esperando ir a celebrar?
waiting to go to celebrate?
Yo no puedo hablar
I cannot
de
speak
éxito
about success,
hablando de pobreza.
speaking about
Yo no
poverty.
puedo hablar de
I
unción.
cannot speak about anointing.
Cuando tengo problemas me rindo.
And when I have problems, I just
Yo no
surrender.
puedo hablar de
I
compromiso
cannot speak about commitment
cuando la irresponsabilidad se apodera de mí.
when the irresponsibility takes hold of me.
Cuando tú estás comprometido,
When you are committed,
a ti no hay que darte instrucciones.
you don't need to be given instructions.
La gente comprometida.
The people that are committed,
Yo tuve un compromiso
I had a commitment
por un montón de años
for a bunch of
a lo que
years
mis hijos se hacían hombres.
until my sons became
Entraron
men.
a su hombría
They entered into
y ahora
their
estoy en
manhood.
otro compromiso.
And now I'm in another commitment.
Dios
God
está buscando gente
is seeking for people
que no sea cobarde.
that do not become cowards.
Dios está buscando gente
God is seeking for people
que se atreva a creerle a Él.
that will dare to believe Him.
El triunfo no es cuando intentas,
The triumph is not when you try,
sino cuando estás dispuesto a pagar el precio.
if not when you are willing to pay the price for it.
El precio.
The price.
El precio.
The price.
El precio.
The price.
El precio.
The price.
El precio de obedecer.
The price of obeying.
La obediencia no es para todo el
The
mundo.
obedience is not for everyone.
Hay gente que no va a obedecer.
There's people that are not going to obey.
Hermanito, no gaste un bellón más.
Brother, don't spend another dime.
No, al otro día va y gasta.
No, the very next day they go and spend.
Yo sé, a mí me
I
gusta hacer
know.
cosas a veces
I like to do things
para ver
sometimes
la verdadera obediencia.
to see the true obedience.
No haga esto,
Don't do this.
no te conviene.
It's not convenient for you.
Si al otro día lo hace,
If the next day you go and do
yo
it,
sé
I know
que no sabe obedecer.
that person doesn't know how
Y
to
tiene
obey.
el oído espiritual.
And they don't
La
have the
gente cree
spiritual
que
ear.
espiritual
The people think that spiritual
es porque Dios te revela,
is because God reveals to you.
porque Dios te usa,
Because God uses you.
porque puedes predicar bien,
Because you can preach well.
porque puedes cantar bien,
Because you can
porque
sing
puedes
well.
tocar
Because you
bien.
can play an instrument well.
Hay gente que ya aceptaron
There's people that have already
ser
accepted
lo que son
being what they are.
y por eso no se pueden mover.
And that's why they cannot move.
No impresiones a nadie.
Don't impress anyone.
¿Tú sabes a quién a mí me gusta impresionar?
Do you know who I like to
Pero de
impress?
verdad,
Truly impress.
a mí mismo.
My own self.
Porque a Dios yo no lo puedo impresionar.
Because I cannot impress
¿Sabes por
God.
qué yo no puedo impresionar a
Do you
Dios?
know why I cannot impress God?
Porque si yo estoy en la agenda de Dios,
Because if I'm in the agenda of
lo que
God,
estoy siendo obediente.
what I'm doing is
Y
being
quien te
obedient.
manda a hacer algo,
And the one that tells you to do
ya
something
sabe el resultado.
already knows the result.
A mí me gusta impresionarme a mí mismo.
I like to impress
Voy
my
a
own
hacer
self.
esto.
I'm going to do this.
Y cuando lo hago,
And when I do it,
oh my God,
my God,
oh Lord, oh my God, lo
my
hice.
God, I did it.
Calladito,
Very quietly.
la gente misma
The people themselves
te va a hacer una gran pregunta.
are going to ask you a great question.
¿Cómo lo has logrado?
How have you been able to accomplish it?
Hay una sencilla palabra,
There's a simple word.
obediencia.
Obedience.
El loco
The crazy one
obedece
obeys
aunque no entienda.
even if they don't understand.
Muchos me llaman así, el loco.
Many call me that way, the
Pues
crazy
el
man.
loco
So the crazy
obedece
one obeys
aunque no entienda.
even if I don't understand.
Tienes que aprender a confesar lo que ya pasó.
You have to learn how to confess. Look,
No,
what
yo me
already
levanto
happened.
todos los días.
Look, I wake up every day.
Hoy estoy dispuesto a
Today I'm willing.
déjame ver
Let me
que
see.
si lo quiero hacer lo hago.
If
Si
I
no lo
want to
quiero
do it,
hacer no
I'll
lo
do
hago.
it. If I don't want to do anything, I will not do it.
Siempre dije,
I always
seré
said,
un líder,
I will be a leader,
no un seguidor.
not a follower.
¿Por qué?
Why?
Oh, no. A mí me han dicho, es que tú quieres controlar. No, yo no
They've
quiero
said to me,
controlar.
oh, it's that you want to
Pero si tú
control.
me
I
vas a
don't
hacer
want to control.
estorbo, no
But if
puedo
you're
andar
going to be
contigo.
a disturbance, I cannot walk with you.
¿Sí? O sea, no es que yo quiero controlar.
You know, it's not that I want to control.
Es que yo conozco el camino, tú no.
It's that I know the path. You don't.
Y por donde vamos a pasar ya yo pasé.
And where we're going to go through now,
Entonces,
I already
sigue mis
went through
reglas y
there.
verás que todo nos va a salir
So
bien.
just follow my rules and you'll see that everything is going
Pero
to go well
tenemos que
for us.
entender,
But we need
Dios
to
te está
understand.
llamando a ti y a
God
aquellos
is
que están
calling
allá
you
en su
and those that
casa.
are over there at home.
¿No te das cuenta, hombre,
Don't
que
you know,
estás
man,
llevando a tus hijos
That you
a la
are taking
misma
your
actitud
sons
tuya
to
de
the same attitude that you
limitación?
have a limitation.
Cuando tú dejas tus prioridades
When you stop your priorities
por tus entretenimientos,
because of your entertainments,
tú estás escribiendo el final de un gran fracaso.
you are writing the end of a great failure.
Si las prioridades no están en orden,
If your priorities are not in order,
entonces Pablo dijo, no es que lo haya alcanzado todo.
so Paul said, it's not that I've reached it all already.
Mira la sinceridad
Look at the sincerity
de un teólogo,
of a theologian,
de un hombre de Dios,
of a man of God,
de un conocedor.
of a
No es que
knowledgeable
lo haya
man.
alcanzado todo,
It's not that I've already
pero
reached
voy a
it all,
procurar algo.
but I'm going to proclaim something
Alcanzar
to reach
lo que está enfrente mío.
what is in
Tú
front of you.
tienes que aprender.
So you have to
¿Por
learn.
qué estás viviendo la vida?
Why
Me
are you
hicieron,
living the life? Oh, they did to me.
dijeron.
Oh, they said about me.
No pelees
No,
con ellos.
don't fight with them.
Ellos mismos serán avergonzados.
They will be put to shame
Sus
themselves
acciones
because of their actions.
las van a volver a repetir.
They will repeat those
El
actions.
aprovechado se aprovecha de todo lo que pueda.
That one that likes to take advantage will take
La
advantage of
gente
everything
lo va
that
a
they
ver.
can. The people will see
Ya,
that.
entre me dijiste de aquel y mira,
Oh, look,
y me
you
lo
told me
hiciste a
about
mí
that
también.
person, but you also did the same to
La
me.
gente sabe.
The people know.
Por eso tú tienes que obedecer a Dios. Yo vine a decirte que Dios te dio una orden.
That's why you
Deja
have to
todo lo
obey
que Dios
God.
no te dijo que hiciera
I
y
have
comienza a
come to tell
hacer
you
lo que Él
that you
dijo.
have to stop everything that God has not told you to do and do what He said.
Hay cosas que yo voy a hacer que Él me dice,
There's things that I'm going to go and do, and Eda
si
says,
las vas a hacer no hay problema,
if you're going to do them,
pero las
there's
vas a
no
hacer tú
problem.
solo, no cuentes conmigo.
But you're going to do it alone. Don't count with me.
Oh, y lo bueno de nosotros
Oh,
dos es
and the good thing about us too is
que es ley.
that it's a
Si
law.
yo le digo, ¿tú lo vas a hacer?
If I say, are you going to do it?
Ah, pues hazlo tú.
Okay, well, you do
Ay,
it.
no cuentes conmigo
Oh,
en nada.
and don't count with me on anything.
Ella sabe que yo lo voy a cumplir.
She already
Yo no
knows
soy de los que coge pena a
that
mitad
I'm
del
going to
camino.
fulfill it. I'm not the one that feels
Pues dame
sorry and
ayudarte,
has paid
nah.
halfway and say, oh, let
Te
me
estás
help you.
pudriendo,
because-
suéltalo.
No, if you're rotting away with it, just let go of that.
Pastor, pero es que no.
Pastor,
Es
it's
que
that-
la Biblia me dice
no.
tú sí seas así,
The
tú no
Bible
seas
says
no.
that your yes should be a yes and your no should be a no.
Ay, yo te estoy hablando de mi familia para que
Oh,
no diga
and
con
I'm
la
talking
gente,
about
de
my
los míos.
family. So that you don't say, oh, he's talking about the people. I'm talking about
Porque
my
el
family.
problema es
Because the problem
que
is
Dios me está dando instrucciones.
that God has given me
Y Él
instructions.
le dijo a Josué,
And he said
tienes
to
que ser
Joshua,
valiente y poderoso.
you have to be courageous and
¿Cuántos
powerful.
saben que da cocina poderoso?
How many of you know that Eda cooks very powerful?
No, por lo menos yo
At least me.
he conocido que cocinan.
I've known people that
Pero
cook.
gacho como Eda
But
todavía.
like Eva, I
Lamentablemente
still have
todavía.
not known anybody. Sadly, I still
Todavía.
have not known anybody.
Me dijo, vamos a abrir un restaurante.
She said, let's open up a restaurant.
Yo dije, no, yo te puedo dar el dinero. tú
And
lo
I
hagas.
said, no, that's fine. I could give you the money.
No, lo voy a
And
hacer
you do
con
it.
Nilda.
I'm going to do it with Nilda.
No hay problema.
And
Yo te doy el
I
dinero.
said, there's
Tú lo
no
abres.
problem. I'm going to give you the money. You open it up.
Yo no voy a estar trabajando allí 8 horas.
I am not going to be working
Ni voy
there
a estar
8
los
hours.
sábados ahí
I'm
metido.
not going to be
Ni voy a
Saturday
trabajar
in
un
there.
domingo.
I'm not going to be
Ni voy a
working
trabajar
there
por
on
la
a Sunday.
noche.
And I'm not going to work there at night.
Ah, pero eso deja. No, eso deja
Oh,
un
but
montón
that's
si,
going to make a
si
lot
se
of
lleva
money.
bien la línea.
Oh, yes, it's going to make a lot of money if you
Pero
take
yo
it
no
in
lo
a
voy a
good,
hacer.
if you make it in
Tú
a good
quieres,
way.
yo te apoyo.
And I said, but I'm not
Me
going to do
guardas
it.
mi
If you want,
desayuno,
I
mi
will
almuerzo
support
y mi
you.
comida.
Save my breakfast, my lunch, and my dinner.
Ahora, cuando estés un sábado allí,
But now when you're in there on a
que yo te
Saturday,
diga, vengo ahora, que
and
voy a
I
dar un
say,
vueltón.
I will be back, I'm going to go out.
¿Tú sabes qué, mi amor?
You know what, honey?
Es verdad, eso no es para nosotros.
That's true. That's not for us.
Yo sigo cocinando aquí.
I'll continue to cook here at the house.
Tú no puedes moverte en algo.
You cannot move in something.
Escúchame bien.
Listen well.
Si tú no le vas a dar todo tu
If
tiempo.
you're not going to give it all your time.
Tú no te puedes mover en el ministerio.
You cannot move in the ministry.
En la unción.
In the anointing.
Por eso a mí tú no me convences cuando dices,
That's why you don't convince me when
voy a
you say,
orar para esta prédica.
oh, I'm going to pray for this preaching.
No, papi, si
No, man.
yo me preparo y cuando a veces vengo por ahí Dios me
I
dice,
prepare myself, and sometimes when I'm walking here,
el
God
conflé
says,
ese que vas a traer, guárdalo.
that cornflakes that you're going to bring, just put it away.
Yo, Señor,
And I say,
yo
Lord.
quiero decirle esto.
And he says, I want to
Y
say
yo
this
tengo
today.
que hacerle caso a
And
Dios.
I have to pay attention to what God
Entonces,
says.
yo voy a confesar
So I'm going to confess
lo que quiero recibir.
what I want to receive.
¿Sí o no?
Yes or no?
Eso no es nada complicado.
That's nothing complicated.
Yo quiero.
I want.
Yo voy a lograr.
I will accomplish.
Yo lo haré.
I will do
Yo
it.
voy a cambiar.
I will
Yo
change.
entiendo que esto es para mí.
I
Yo
understand that
entiendo
this
que
is
esto
for
no
me.
es para mí.
I
Yo
understand
entiendo
this
que
is
esto
not
es
for me.
así.
I
Yo entiendo
understand
que
this
esto
is
no es
this
así.
way. I understand that this is not this way.
Mira,
Look,
yo sé que a veces uno dice cosas que la gente
I know that
lo pueden
sometimes
tomar a mal.
we say things that people may take in a bad way.
A mí no me gusta lucir.
I don't like to
Show
show
off.
off.
A mí me gusta tener porte.
I like to have the elegance.
Si yo me pongo un tenis de 3 pesos,
If I put on sneakers that are $3,
yo voy a hacer que ese tenis parezca de 200.
I will make that sneaker look like it's $200.
¿Por qué?
Why?
Porque no es lo que lleve puesto.
Because it's not what I have on.
Es como muevo lo que llevo
It's
puesto.
how I'm moving that I have on.
¿Y por qué la ropa?
And why
Porque
the
ahora te
clothes?
voy entonces para que nos entendamos.
Because now I'm going to go so that we can understand one another.
Yo no quiero hablarte de unción.
I don't want to speak about
Yo quiero
anointing.
que se vea
I want it to be seen.
lo que está sucediendo a través de las redes.
What is happening through the social networks and the media.
Entonces,
So well then,
Cuando la ciencia dice que tú ya estás muerto cerebralmente,
When the science says that you are already brain dead,
la ciencia se rindió.
science has surrendered with
Ahí
you.
es que Dios dice,
But there's where God says,
necesito un hombre de fe.
I need a man of faith.
Necesito un hombre que
I
me
need
crea.
a man that believes.
Necesito una mujer que
I
me
need
crea.
a woman that believes.
Necesito a alguien que declare lo contrario.
somebody that is gonna declare
Necesito
the
a alguien
contrary.
que se atreva
I need
a
somebody that is
decir
gonna
que
dare
se
to say
puede cambiar la
that
vida.
you can
Necesito
change.
a alguien que se
I need
atreva a
someone
decir
that is going to dare to say,
se puede.
you can do it.
Joven,
Youth.
hay jóvenes que quieren buscar a Dios.
There's young ones that want to seek of God.
Si de verdad tú me crees
If you truly believe me
y tú me respetas,
and you respect me,
apártate del joven que no quiere buscar.
separate from the youth that does not want to seek
Sea
of
hijo
God.
de quien sea
No
hijo.
matter whose son he is.
En la iglesia que yo asistía,
In the church that I used to attend,
los míos,
my sons.
no con un evento de jóvenes.
Oh no, this is
¿Quiénes
a
van?
youth event. And I would
Fulano,
say, who's
fulano.
going?
Hay dos
This
picapiedras
person and
ahí.
this person. I would say,
El mío para allá no va.
there's two that are not doing too good there. My sons are not going to go there.
Y yo tenía el coraje,
And I had the courage,
la valentía,
the valentí,
cuando me
that when
preguntaban,
they would ask me,
porque el hijo tuyo, tú sabes que el hijo tuyo fuma.
I would say, well, you know that it's because your son is smoking.
Tú sabes que el hijo tuyo
You know that your son
está como león rugiente.
is like a roaring lion.
Está como las grúas del Turnpike.
He is like the tow trucks on the turnpike.
Sí, las grúas del Turnpike
Yes.
lo mismo te recogen un Mercedes, un
The
Audi,
tow trucks on the turnpike, they
un
will
Toyota,
pick up an Audi,
Hyundai.
a Mercedes, a Toyota, a Honda.
pérdida total.
If it's a total loss, they'll pick that one up too.
¿Sí o no?
Yes or no?
Entonces, como yo sabía,
And because I knew,
yo no venía con hipocresía.
I would not come like a
Yo decía, ahí va a
hypocrite.
estar tu hijo.
I would say your son
Y
is going
tu
to
hijo
be
es
there.
una mala
And
influencia.
your son is a bad influence.
Yo se lo decía en la
No,
cara
no, no.
al
I
padre.
wouldn't go around. I would say it in the face of that father.
Eso era todo lo que
That
yo
was it.
hacía.
That's all I would do.
Entonces, ¿cómo? Porque yo tengo que obedecer.
Why? Because I have to obey.
La Biblia me dice,
The Bible says to me,
instruye a tu hijo cuando
instruct your son
pequeño.
when they're young.
Entonces yo le enseñaba a ellos
So
desde
I would
pequeño.
teach them from a young age.
Y los míos no han sido unos santos.
And mine has not, they have
Los
not
míos
been
no han sido
saints.
ángeles.
They have not been angels.
Eso no tiene que ver.
That has
Lo que
nothing to
tiene
do
que
with
ver
it.
es dónde están ahora.
What it has to do is where they're at now.
Yo les decía,
I would say to them,
este no te va a llevar por buen camino.
this one is not going to take you to a good path.
Este no lee, este no
He
ora.
doesn't read, he doesn't pray.
Tú no ves que lo que llega a la iglesia es con
Don't
el
you
game.
see that all he comes to church is with his game?
Y cuando se levantaba una Dalila,
And when a Delilah would get up,
¿cómo, pastor?
how, Pastor?
Sí, porque
Yes.
hay jovencitas que también andan como
Because
león
there's young
rugiente.
ladies that are also like roaring lions going around.
Están como los submarinos sacando
They're
el
like
lente.
the submarines. They're bringing out their lens and they're like,
Míralo ahí, míralo ahí.
look at him there, right there.
Le tiraban el lente.
You know, they would look
El
at
muchacho
them,
que está
you
temblando.
know, and if he was
La
trembling a
muchacha
little,
viene y le da dos nalgas jugando.
the young lady just smacks him, you know, twice playing around.
Me debilité.
I was weak.
Llévese esto en mente.
I want you to take this in
Sus
mind.
hijos van a llegar tan lejos
Your
como
sons
llegues
and daughters
tú.
are going to make it as far as you make it.
Tus hijos van a caminar como camines tú.
Your children will walk how you walk.
Tus hijos serán esto,
Your
tus
children
hijos
will be
serán
this,
aquello.
your children will
Tus
be
hijos
that.
van mucho a la iglesia.
Your sons
Y
are
yo
going to
decía,
church
los
too
míos
much.
no se van a
And I would
apartar.
say, my
Los
sons
míos
are
van
not
a
gonna separate
servir.
from God.
Los míos
They're
van a
gonna
adorar.
serve. They're
Los
gonna
míos
worship.
serán.
They will be.
Ahora no puedo.
Not now. Now I can't.
Ya ellos son hombres.
They're men now.
Ellos toman sus
Now they
decisiones.
make their own decisions.
Lo que hables.
Whatever you speak.
¿Sabe? Cuando venga el síntoma ya sé que son las 12, pero
You know, when the
tranquilo.
symptom comes, and I know that it's already 12.
Piensa
but
que
be
está
calm.
lloviendo afuera.
Just think that it's raining outside.
No, es que es importante que te vayas con esto.
It's that it's important for you to leave with this.
Todo tiene una temporada.
Everything has a season.
Todo tiene un tiempo.
Everything has a time.
¿Sí o no?
Yes or no?
Todo tiene
Everything has
un acontecimiento.
an event.
Vendrán situaciones que te van a
Situations
robar momentos tuyos.
Will come that are going to steal away your moments.
Y tú tienes que Oye, que todo cae del cielo.
Look, it's that everything falls from
No,
heaven.
no es que todo, es que es la grandeza del
You know, that's the greatness of the Almighty.
Tú vas a tener que aprender de vez en cuando
Sometimes you're going to have to learn
a decirle a la gente
to say to the people,
que no,
no,
finamente.
in a fine way.
Lamentablemente no puedo participar,
Sadly, I cannot participate.
pero espero que tenga éxito el proyecto
But I await that your project has
o
success
por lo que se van a reunir.
or whatever you're going to meet together for.
Le dijiste no voy,
You said to the person, I'm not going.
pero no le faltaste el respeto.
But you were not disrespectful.
No lo ofendiste.
You didn't offend
Hay
the
momentos
person.
dados que tenemos que decir,
There are certain moments that we have to say,
no estoy disponible.
I am not available.
Perdóname.
Excuse me.
Bien humilde.
Very humbly.
Hay momentos dados
There are certain moments
que te proponen cosas.
that they will propose things.
Agradezco mucho tu propuesta,
You know, I appreciate that proposal,
pero en este momento
but in this very moment,
no me puedo comprometer.
I cannot commit
Ave
myself.
María. Esa persona va a ir botando humo,
That person is going to have smoke coming out of them.
pero es la
But it's
realidad.
the reality.
Lo siento.
I'm sorry.
Tengo que priorizar otras responsabilidades
I have to prioritize other
en
responsibilities
este momento.
in this very moment.
Muchacho, que yo vaya ahora para la playa.
For me to go now to the beach
Este pastor,
and you say, look,
tengo un
Pastor,
problema.
I have a
El
problem.
martes, papi, te veo. El
I'm going to
martes.
say, on Tuesday, I'll see you, man, on Tuesday.
Pregúntate algo y ya casi nos vamos. Ya
Ask
casi.
yourself something, and we're about to leave.
Necesito tu ayuda.
I need your help.
Muchacho, esto es un repertorio que me lo tengo que memorizar.
This is a repertoire that I have to memorize.
No puedo ayudarte ahora mismo,
I can't help you right now,
pero deseo que encuentre a alguien que quiera hacerlo.
but I desire for you to find somebody that wants to do it.
La Biblia dice
The Bible says,
que la misma palabra enseña
The
y
word
aún
itself teaches.
lo secular dice
and even
que
the
el que
secular
lee se
can
convierte
say
sabio.
that one that reads will convert into a wise person.
Aprecio mucho tu amabilidad,
I appreciate your kindness,
pero tengo que rechazar tu solicitud en
but
esta
I have to
ocasión.
reject your solicitation in this occasion.
¿Sabes?
You know,
Hay algo interesante y quiero que vayas afuera hoy
there's something interesting, and I want you to go out there
y
today
entiendas algo en tu vida.
and understand something in your life.
¿Qué te cuesta obedecer a Dios?
What does it cost you to obey God?
Hay unas cosas que a mí me gustan hacer,
There's some things that I like to do,
pero hay unos límites.
but there's some limits.
Y a veces mi esposa es la que me da el reminder.
And sometimes my wife is the one that gives me the reminder.
Está bien,
Okay, that's fine.
aunque no me guste.
Even if I don't like it.
Pero hay veces que alguien de afuera te tiene que de vez en cuando
But there's times that somebody from the outside has to say to you.
tocar la puerta
They have to come and knock on your door
y darte un recordatorio.
and give you a reminder.
¿Por qué?
Why?
Porque es la única forma
Because it's the only way
que tú vas a aprender a obedecer.
that you're going to learn how to
Si
obey.
tú realmente quieres tener éxito,
If you truly want to have success,
aprende a hacer esto.
learn to do this.
La mejor manera de pelear una guerra
The best way to fight a war
es hacer silencio.
is just being silent.
Hay veces
There's times
que vas a tener más victoria
that you will have more victory
calladito,
just being
calladito.
quiet. Being quiet.
Porque hay un refrán por ahí que dice,
Because there's a saying that
no sé
says,
si allá,
a quote, I don't know if over there,
pero el perro que ladra
the dog that barks
no muerde.
does not bite.
Había otro que decía,
There was another quote that would
líbrame
say,
del agua mansa,
deliver me from the meek waters,
que de la brava
because from the raging waters,
me libro yo.
I can deliver myself.
Tengamos cuidado,
Let's be careful,
pero hagamos algo.
but let's do something.
Tengamos éxito.
Let's have success
¿En qué obedecemos?
in what we obey.
¿En qué te comprometiste?
In what did you commit yourself in?
Yo ahora, mira cómo es la vida, mira cómo
Look how
Dios,
life is.
mira cómo Dios.
Look how God is.
Hay cosas que no te gustan, pero se ven bien.
There's things that you don't like, but they look good.
Yo no soy muy jardinero.
I am not too much of a gardener.
No, yo no.
No, not me.
Pero ahora estoy viendo el mío y digo, nah.
But now I'm seeing mine and I say, no.
Lo que yo me estaba perdiendo.
What I was missing out
Lo
on.
que yo me estaba
What I was
perdiendo.
missing.
sentarse allí ahora con una sillita y pensar.
You know, for you to sit down there with a chair now
Pueden
and start
venir
thinking,
montones de mensajes.
a bunch of messages can come to me.
Primero estaba pensando,
First, I was thinking,
mire esto,
look at this,
en gastar un dineral,
in spending a lot of money
buscando
looking
cómo comprar.
to how I can buy.
Sin embargo, ahora me da una idea
However, Eda gave me an idea now
que puedo ir mañana y comprarlo.
that I could go tomorrow and go and buy it.
Ahora la gran pregunta,
Now the great question is,
¿estoy obedeciendo a Dios?
am I obeying God?
Obedece a Dios.
Obey God.
No es que eres perfecto,
It's
no.
not that you're perfect, no.
Si vamos así, te tengo que decir, vete a otra iglesia porque
Look,
aquí
if it were that way, I'm going to have to say, go to another church, because
tienes
here
frente a ti uno de los hombres
you have in front of you one of the men
que hace poco salió de ser revolucionario.
that, you know, not too little ago, I was still a revolutionizing man.
Pero sí tengo algo,
But I do have something,
que tengo pasión
that I have passion,
y amo lo que hago.
and I love what I do.
Eso yo no tengo duda.
I have no doubt of that.
Haz tú lo mismo
You do the same,
y sal hoy por ahí
and go out there today
pensando,
thinking,
voy a obedecer
I am going to obey,
y todo se me va a arreglar a mi
and
alrededor.
everything is going to be fixed around
Voy a
me.
vivir para Él
I am going to live for
y
him,
Él vivirá por mí.
and he will live for
Le
me.
voy a creer a Él
I am going to believe
y
him,
todo me va a salir.
and everything is going to come
Tu
out right.
familia,
Your
tu
family,
matrimonio,
your
tus
matrimony,
hijos,
your
tus
children,
finanzas,
your finances,
todo se va
everything
a arreglar
is gonna
si
be
le crees a Él.
fixed if you believe him.